I wish we had Yoshi back. I want to do a no-hit run of Mario World one day. Or, I don't know. No-hit runs and no-death runs don't seem like my style, because then you just have to start over every time. Not that there's anything wrong with a challenge run, it's kind of over and you have to redo everything you just did. That kind of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? Well, not exactly. I mean, it's not like, see, with speed runs, that's what you're doing, except you're doing it as fast as possible. So it's different like you improve every time, which is still what you do with a no-death run. It just doesn't take nearly as long. Then again, I mean, I'm talking about like a 100% no-death run, because obviously a no-hit run with just 7 exits wouldn't even be that hard at all. Oh, I feel so vibrant today. I don't know if I sound any more vibrant than I did 2 days ago. Today is March 5th, and it is 1:38 p.m. I was going to go do community service because I got a ticket for following too closely. And instead of getting driver's school, the judge was really itching to give the girl in front of me community service, but she said, I'm banned from City Hall. So he just said, okay, well, he wanted to give her driving school and community service. And then he kind of mumbled something when hit the gavel. I don't know what she got. Then I was up next, and he was like, ooh, community service. He just had community service on the brain, so I got stuck with it for following too closely. I think he may have been trying to save me money, but I'd rather pay the money at this point, because he told me to call my hometown's City Hall, and so I called them and asked for community service today, because I was off today, so I plan to go do some community service if possible. Or the even more pleasant option was they say, oh, we don't have anything for you today, and I just have to go back a different day and I just get a free day at home. No. They said, I don't know what to do. I can ask the mayor and he might get you to wash the police cars. And I said, no, that's fine if you don't have anything for me. And so then I tried calling, the courthouse of the county in the city where I work. And yeah, they didn't answer. So I don't know what to do. I've got 22 days. So I mean, I do have 3 weeks, but I'm constantly busy. Maybe not this week because of spring break, but it still feels like it because I worked 36 hours. I'm a little bit PO'd. My boss keeps trying to inch me up to 3 days a week, and I work 2 days a week. As I said several times in one of my other playthroughs, I kind of even forgot all about Doki Doki Panic. It's weird how much time I spend with a game, and then I just completely forget about it. Is this Force Evolution 3? See, and I like how they force you to get secret exits now in this part of the game. Well, not to beat the game, but to beat the game without Star Road. There are so many speedrun categories of this game. As I was looking it up, it's like 7 minutes for a basic 7-exit run. Oh, excuse me? Oh, I love when that happens in a game where you click the button like 1 second, 1 frame too late, or the button just doesn't register, but you don't know which one it is, and it's really annoying, and it's kind of stupid. You didn't fail. You didn't mess up, really. It's more like, oh, well, you have to redo what you just did for no reason. It's just one of those slightly frustrating things. One of the simple things in life that is frustrating. Like when you have roommates and they don't ever clear the time on the microwave. I always clear the time on the microwave. Now this is something that does not matter and will not ever come close to mattering, right? Yeah, I mean, all you have to do when you go to do the microwave next is press clear. But it's just kind of annoying. It's not... I like things at a default state where they're supposed to be. I don't like... tabula rasa is exactly what I strive to see in my everyday life. I want to see a tabula rasa. Also, this is a weird secret exit. I don't even think you can go in that pipe. But I'm not going to chance it, because then it might take me back out. I have to do the level again anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, I haven't been checking anything or sinking. And we have unlocked Roy's castle. I just wanted to go back and show you that Roy is the boss of number 3. I'm assuming this takes you over... The regular exit takes you to Force Evolution 4? I don't know. I can't remember. Probably just takes you back or something. The map in here is very confusing. But see, I like how it said earlier, Mario must use his brain, right? So you do have to look and explore for secret exits. Like in Mario 3, there's a few required puzzles, but you don't really have to look for... you don't have to look for secrets most of the time. And a lot of the required puzzles are in levels that aren't required, that I remember right. Specifically, one particular puzzle, the one where you have to fly up with the Koopa shell and destroy the nipper plants and the bricks that you wouldn't be able to otherwise, that is a good-ass puzzle. And see how those mushrooms are obstacles? If you have good power-ups, then that's exactly what they function as, obstacles. You have to dodge the mushrooms or they will destroy whatever's in your reserve and replace it with a shitty mushroom. Luckily for us, I am doing shittily anyway. Oh, I didn't like my... Luckily for us, like I'm trying to be quiet. That's a very cringy voice habit. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I'm trying to come across as relatable and sensible, and this is how... I don't know if that secret exit is obvious or unobvious, but they always try to make the pipes you can go in, maybe not in this game, but in most games, green, or like every other one's green and this one's a different color, and so that's a good hint. Maybe that should help, but it doesn't, and I don't know why there's a circle here, but okay. That's always kind of bothered me, because you don't stop at it. And I'll show you why, because it becomes an intersection. Ooh, that's called a Fishin' Lakitu. If you take his one up, he starts throwing spinies at you like a crazy. Like a very crazy taxi. Is Crazy Taxi a game or a movie? I can't remember. I've never played or seen it, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I'm just kind of curious. You know, I'm curious about the state of the world sometimes. I like to know about mass media. What's the difference between Mad Taxi and Crazy Taxi? What's what? Is one of them a game and one of them's a movie? Mad Taxi's a game, right? That does exist. Somebody make a game called Mad Taxi if it doesn't already exist. Oh, when did I get another star? Oh. Do you see that? That's a bendy pipe! Ooh, elastipipe. Ooh, delicious, gorgeous pipe. Oh, I like the background of this level. I just realized it's all foggy and morning-like. This is such a... Ooh, they put so much nice visual design in this. Oh, I love Mario World. I talked way too much about earlier games, killing my immersion. Ooh, I like this. You click the P switch to make the blocks appear. And then you wait. And you what? What? Excuse me? Okay, let's kill him first. I know we can get... Okay, we can't. Not without Yoshi or a cape. Yes, we can. This is how... I knew you could do it. Oh, I have complete faith in myself sometimes. Come on. Let's hop to it, buddy. Oh, you little bastard. Ooh, you failed me. You miserable piece of garbage. Okay. Okay, all we need is patience. He will jump. He will not fall in the pit. We have known this. We have tested this. And ba-ba-boom. And the Lakitu falls through to the ground. I like how they give you an option because you can't go back up. They give you an option to kill yourself if you do not want to unlock the secret exit. For whatever reason. Without having to waste out the time. Forest secret area. Ooh, like the top secret area. That's a good secret exit. Sort of. It's kind of... It's a little obvious. I don't know. Talking about game design back in the day, back in this day, it's a little different than what we would normally conjure up. Because this was before, still in the... This is the era they really refined it. Game design as a whole. Ooh, have we done this yet? Oh yeah, this is the first game where you can ride Lakitu clouds, isn't it? Oh, well yeah, this is Lakitu's cloud, and you can fly up. It's not really that helpful in this stage, but yeah, take a look at that. Ooh, And then we're back here. I'm going to carry this. I don't know if it does anything useful over here, but we're going to find out. Ooh. Ooh. Doesn't do anything. Oh, that's right. You can't stomp on him to kill him. You have to throw something up at him. Normally, a shell, but in this case, a P-switch. A P-switch. Okay, we're using the shell. Okay, well, okay, we're not. I don't know what's up there, but we already know it's not the secret exit. Ooh, that's a good... Oh. Ooh. And we can't reach him. Doesn't matter. What? What? Ooh, I didn't talk about my Asian experience, did I? So I'm taking Japanese. I said that. Oh, that's just... Okay. I probably already missed one, so that's kind of useless. Maybe I didn't miss one. Maybe it's not useless. Oh, these don't flash before they stop. I was for some reason thinking they did. Oh, also, this is an instant kill to an enemy. Any enemy that can die, you can instantly kill it with that. Well, maybe not a thwomp. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't talk about my Asian experience, so I had to meet Japanese students and introduce myself to them in Japanese, which consisted of Hajimemashite, Jason desu. 私はテネシー大学の3年生です。進行は進学です。出身はアメリカのテネシーです。どうぞよろしく。Just kidding. Anytime there's a she, you just say sh. どうぞよろしく. It's kind of implied. Anyway, so then it turns out I sat next to, well, first I got partnered with this awkward girl in my class, right? And she kept trying to make jokes to the Japanese people in English, and it didn't translate well. And so one of them, was really, something she kept introducing herself. She would, say the hometown where she was from, and then she said, which is, a little south from here, which is something they wouldn't have known. They know about the same level that we did. Well, so I thought at first. And, so, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the vertigo was the word I was looking for at the very beginning of the series. Am I giving you vertigo? Anyway, so, she made this joke, I can't even remember what it was anymore. This was a very big mistake. Oh, okay, no it wasn't. And then the Japanese people all looked at each other and looked all confused. And then she was like, yeah, that probably didn't translate well. And I said, oh, well. And then they kept looking at each other for a minute until one Asian girl finally said, what? With the plainest face. She said, what? And then it was time to move tables, so we did. And then I got a guy named Masaki sitting next to me. And I told him... we tried to find something. He said, what makes you want to major in this class? And of course he meant take. But we were learning about majors, so I think that they got confused. And I said, I didn't know what to say that he would understand. So I just said, Nintendo. And then he said, oh, Nintendo, like Smash Brothers. And I said, yeah. And then I asked him about some of my favorite series. And I said, do you like, or have you played Mother, Earthbound? He said, Mother, and I said, Ness and Lucas from Smash Brothers. And he said, oh, Ness very strong. And I said, yes. And then I said, have you played Dobutsu no Mori, Animal Forest? And he said, oh. He knew what it was, but he didn't really answer my question, so I just kind of knew he hadn't played it. Oh, this is one of the harder levels in the game, if I remember correctly. I like this one quite a bit. Boom. Oh yeah, you gotta get a running start, and sometimes it's difficult with those obstacles there. Genius, good level design. As always, Nintendo. Good job, Takashi Tezuka. See, now I know how to say Asian names better than I used to because I took Japanese, and I made friends with Masaki, who taught me how to write my name in katakana. We are only learning hiragana now. Did you know the Japanese have 4 alphabets? Yeah, 2 of them are Japanese. One of them is slightly different Chinese, and one of them is Romaji, which is American. I don't know what the point of this is, but it's kind of nice. It's realistic castle stuff. I think you might be able to fly over there for like a dragon. Oh no, there's no dragon coins in castles. Never mind. So, just thinking about all the different experiences with the Asians. And then my professor came over and said, "Did you find something in common?" And she speaks really good English, except she can't say the word parallel very well. No offense. I wouldn't tell her that to her face. But Asians have a lot of troubles with R's and L's because theirs are kind of combined into one sounds. But she came over and said, "Did you find something in common?" And the guy said, we both like Nintendo. And then she taught me how to say I like Nintendo, which I then forgot. And then as we both said that, the other guy on the table that my partner was talking to said, "Oh, Nintendo, like a Smash Brother!" And then and then everybody else at the table did it too. They all said, "Oh, Nintendo, like Smash Brothers!" And I don't know why. But after I asked him if he liked those series, I forgot this part. He said, "I like Mario, like a Mario Kart." And then we talked about restaurants, and they told me they like pizza, which is perfect for me. And I said, "I work at Pizza Hut." They told me they like Domino's. I was a little upset, but I didn't show it. And they said they like Makaru Donaldu, which is how they say McDonald's in Japan. And they have a lot of McDonald's. And I said, I like my favorite restaurant that they would know of, like a fast... Okay, oops. My bad. It was Wendy's. And they said, "What's a Wendy's?" And I told them where the nearest one was in a way they could understand. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I taught somebody what a Wendy's is. Now they're going to eat more meat, which I'm not a big fan of. But if they can experience the best fries known to man, Wendy's fries. If anybody wants to comment their favorite fries, I won't judge you unless they are curly fries or crinkle cut fries. Oh no, I won't judge you for curly fries. They're just definitely far from the best. The only curly fries really I've ever had are, was it Arby's? Yeah, I went to Arby's with the assistant manager of the Hut. And he bought me some curly... Well, no, he didn't buy me some curly fries. I ate a bunch of... Whoever he bought the curly fries for's curly fries. They were good. They were okay. I was very hungry. That was back when I didn't have time to eat before work. And so I just scavenged food at work. And my girlfriend would be too miserable and depressed because I was gone constantly, going to class constantly and working 39 hours a week because we were understaffed. Back, last winter, I'm not risking it for those one-ups. Ooh, this part is nice and risky. It's risky. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I just got that nice little old cape feather and I lose it right before the boss. We're gonna have to fight the difficult... Oh, this is when I knew they started speaking English very well. So when Masaki turned to me after doing his generic introduction in English, there's Roy, he's dead. He said, katakana is very difficult. And then he showed me perfectly, talking in perfect English almost, of how to write my name and taught me. It was a very unique experience. But then we went to a game night with them and I took Grant with me. So he would hit on some Japanese girls, but he didn't. I think one of them had a thing for me. She kept following us around and always wanted to be partnered with me. She didn't know English as well as Masaki did, so we played Jenga with her and a guy who acted like he was the Jenga master, but he was okay at Jenga. And then he was talking about, they're using Jenga in games now. And I said, "Oh, yeah." And Grant said, "What? What are you talking about?" And then he said, "Yeah, they're using Jenga in all sorts of games now." And I said, "Oh, I know what you mean," when I didn't. And then the guy said, and Grant said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And he said, they're using it in lots of games. Like there's this horror RPG called Fear. And then he went on to explain this this game called Fear. I'll see you next time for Chocolate Island, everybody. Wahoo! I'm LP Master 6. I'm never gonna change my